Interesting facts about bears. The bear is the owner of the forest, everyone knows that. But not everyone knows that these creatures live not only in the north, they are also found in the southern hemisphere of our planet. However, there are other species. There are now 8 species of bears in total, and they are all amazing, really amazing. Smart, strong, cunning and incredibly hardy, these animals are really beautiful. Contrary to popular belief, not all bears hibernate during the winter. Polar bears, for example, are not affected by this phenomenon, only pregnant bears go into hibernation. The closest biological relatives of bears are dogs, wolves and, oddly enough, foxes. Bears really like to destroy beehives to feast on honey. All bears have 2 layers of fur, one protects from water, the other helps to keep warm. The Malayan bear boasts the longest claws, their length reaches 10 centimeters. Pandas, which also belong to these animals, do not have 5 toes on their front paws, but 6. Most wood bears are good at climbing trees. True, old and heavy animals usually do not do this, except as a last resort. Not every branch can withstand them, and they know this very well. Bears just seem clumsy. At short distances, they are able to reach speeds of up to 55 km/h, which will not allow even a professional runner to escape from them. During hibernation, which can last up to 6 months, the bear loses up to half of its body weight. All types of bears, except polar bears, are omnivores. Polar bears eat only meat. The heartbeat during hibernation in these animals slows down to 8 to 10 beats per minute. In fact, brown bears can be of different colors, from light brown to almost black. About 1/3 of the world's brown bear population lives in North America. The remaining 70% in Eurasia. Bears are very jealous of their lands. One adult bear can cover an area of up to 400 square kilometers. In old age, brown bears often lose their teeth, as it becomes more difficult for them to catch prey, and they feed mainly on plant foods. It is tougher, and the teeth from it are erased faster. The memory of the owner of the forest is magnificent. He always remembers places rich in berries and mushrooms, and goes around them from time to time, harvesting. These animals are found even in hot climates, including the Middle East, in desert and hot countries like Syria and Lebanon. If brown bears fight, they usually don't hurt each other seriously. However, when competing for a female during the breeding season, males can injure and even kill each other. Their intellect is highly developed. Some individuals, for example, can easily throw a stone or a stick at a hunting trap to neutralize it. If hungry times come, the brown bear does not disdain even carrion. The front legs of these animals are shorter than the hind legs, so it is easier for them to climb the slope than to go down it. In favorable conditions, for example, in a zoo or nursery, a brown bear can live up to 50 to 60 years. In captivity, they live on average half as much. And growth in young animals continues until they reach about 10 years of age. In terms of calories, bear's milk is only slightly inferior to elk's, and is 3 times superior to cows. Before falling into hibernation, he diligently eats off, gaining up to 200 extra pounds of weight. The brown bear is the largest inhabitant of the Russian Middle Zone. The weight of a newborn bear cub rarely exceeds half a kilo. Human babies, for example, weigh 5 to 7 times more at birth. The largest brown bears weigh up to 500 to 600 kilograms with a body length of over 2 meters. They mark their lands not with urine, like many other animals, but with their claws, tearing off the bark from the lower part of the trees. Some brown bears love to eat ants. They stick their tongue into the anthill, and then, after waiting for the evil ants to stick around it, they pull it back and swallow the prey. You can tell the age of an animal from a bear's teeth just like you can tell the age of a tree from rings. About 70% of all bears in the world live in the USA and Canada. If the clubfoot is awakened, he falls into a rage, destroying everything in his path, and usually starts with a careless poor fellow who dared to interrupt his sleep. You can tell the age of an animal from a bear's teeth just like you can tell the age of a tree from rings. Bears appeared about 5 to 6 million years ago. This is a fairly young animal. Clumsy bears are called because they rely on either 2 left paws or 2 right paws. At the moment of their walking, it seems that they are waddling over. The sight of bears is as good as that of humans, and their sense of smell and hearing are much better developed. Bears are able to walk on their hind legs. The most common type of bear is brown. Bears live in the wild for about 30 years, and in the zoo, about 50 years. Bears have color vision. Cubs are born without fur. The longest fur has a sloth bear. Spectacled bears live in South America. On the globe today there are 8 species of bears. Remarkably, brown bears remember all berry and mushroom places. A year before planning to have offspring, the female bear looks at her partner. Brown bears are listed in the Red Book. Bear farms were created in the states of East Asia. Once upon a time in the days of Rus, the bear was a sacred animal, the Slavs worshipped him. The male bear is usually twice the size of the female. Bears rarely attack people, considering them to be an unusual animal with unusual manners and gestures. The bear is not susceptible to bee stings. With the exception of the mating period and mating games, bears are used to leading a solitary lifestyle. Pairs of bears are not durable, and only the female takes care of the offspring. The bear is considered a symbol of Berlin. The bear never attacks while standing. The most slender physique is a Himalayan bear. In the United States of America, to take a picture with a bear, it is forbidden to wake it up. Cubs are born deaf, blind and practically naked. The black Asian bear has the largest ears. Bears have a better developed maternal instinct than other animals. Brown bears mate either in spring or summer. At the age of 4, young female bears reach puberty. The bear is able to give birth not every year, but once every 2 to 3 years. For 3 years, cubs live with their mother. Male bears sometimes attack their cubs and kill them. A bear is a restless and aggressive animal, and therefore it is not suitable for domestication.